There's a real beauty to music that's unusual. It's unusual in that it exists almost entirely in memory. I mean, a painting, it can be in front of you and you can keep on looking at it. But music, I mean, you're only hearing a moment and it only makes sense in accordance with your memory of it and your idea of what's to come. I guess in that way, music is very personal because it mirrors very much our experience of life. But it's personal in a lot of other ways. When people want to get into the whole thing of classical music, they really get worried about, oh, it's so complicated, and it is, because it's like, if you wanted to get into Pink Floyd, I could say, well, a really good album to start with is, and I could say Dark Side of the Moon, I Wish You Were Here, and explain how blah 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 blah. Anyway, but it's like one album, right? But it's like Beethoven's Fifth Symphony is recorded by a zillion different people, each with their own take on it. And you're like, wow, I mean, what's gonna suck? I don't wanna hear something that sucks, think that that's that's how it's supposed to go and be wrong or whatever. And, it's just, I get it. And, really, it's for one thing, they're all kind of alike, okay? So don't flip out about it, don't worry about it, okay? The thing is, it's just music. It's just music. It's just music. So, I mean, there are pieces where I thought they went one way, and I really thought that was it. And I had only ever heard that one performance. And then I heard how it was supposed to go. Like, And you know what? I was wrong for several years. It did not change my life at all. I mean, maybe in some, chaos theory kind of way, but yeah, no, I was fine. At any rate, when it comes to the Beethoven symphonies, there's a lot to listen to, and I really kind of tend to
Mahler symphonies.
First of all,
really
you might not want to listen to all
of people that you had to do a symphony cycle of. There's Beethoven. For some reason, there's Brahms. He only did 4, and really only one of them's good. And but of course, Haydn and Mozart. But you're never gonna do a cycle of one of those because that'd take a week. 104 and 40 some. Geez. Anyway, oh wait, I'm like that. But anyway, but Bernstein changed all of that. And so, and he did 2 Mahler sets. There was his original one with the New York Philharmonic, which was groundbreaking. And let's face it, he really showed the world that, no, Mahler's a real guy, and here's real symphonies by this real guy. And he did a lot. I think he did more for Mahler than any other conductor in history. Even more than Metropolis. So anyway, and he did 2 sets. One, at the height of his powers when he was really young, and also one when he was really old. And they're very interesting, the 2 sets. It's kind of like hearing Previn with the Shostakovich 8s. He did one in, I remember, like 67 or 72, but a million years ago. And then he did another one towards the end of his life. And they're both gorgeous. The second one, as you can imagine, the tempos are slower. Seems to be a thing that happens with everybody when they get old. They not only they do everything slower, they conduct slower. I guess if you live old enough, you start conducting backwards. Anyway, so, it's kind of neat. But yeah, the sound quality on both of them, though, even on the old set of the Bernstein, is really good. So Gustav Mahler, and Lenny is your boy. That's if you're getting a set. Of course, some people do some things better than others, and for like the 8th Symphony, I really like what Schulte did with the 8th. And that's not one of my favorite symphonies either. Also, Schulte's Mahler's 6th is devastating. Klemper's 9th, is, I don't know, I think it's perfect. So, if you were to go ahead and pick up ones here and there, you would still have, you'd have a different set. Anyway, I'm going on. Blah, blah, blah. Somebody else that really should be in the pantheon of people, I think, and it's kind of like it happened, is Shostakovich. He's like, he's a modern composer that, wound up being, considered a member of the club, pretty early on. So, but I don't know who would be great for a whole Shostakovich set. I really like Bernstein for some things and Previn for some things, and I like Gondroshin for some things. I would like to like Maxim Shostakovich for something, but I just really don't. I don't think he's as good of a conductor. Maxim, I think he's dead now too. Well, yeah, time is astonishing. It seems to be that, you're a kid and somebody's in their 70s, you get into your 50s, they're long dead. It's amazing. Somebody that was in their 90s when you were a teenager, it's like now they're 130 and they've been dead for 30 years. It's like, fuck. Hey. But, so Shostakovich, would be a really good, is probably also somebody. So if you really want to get into symphonies, and, you don't want to, and you really want to actually get into symphonies, not just sort of, here's the generic thing. It's like, then, you do it, Beethoven, Shostakovich, and Mahler would be your guys. And, because I think there's a lot of people are told they have to like Mozart. You must like Mozart. And it's like, maybe Mozart maybe a lot of people don't fucking like Mozart. Maybe they like Bartok. They don't know they like Bartok because you've been playing Mozart. Yeah, you know, there's this whole thing about classicism and, about rank and music. It's gone back a long time, and it's never been good. Ooh.